Hi, welcome to ClickMyProject.com. This video will lead us to the demo of shared authority based privacy preserving authentication protocol in cloud computing. Cloud computing is an emerging data interactive paradigm to realize users' data remotely stored in an online cloud server. Cloud services provide great convenience for the users to enjoy the on-demand cloud applications without considering the local infrastructure limitations. During the data accessing, different users may be in a collaborative relationship. Thus, data sharing becomes significant to achieve productive benefits. The existing security solutions mainly focus on the authentication to realize that a user's private data cannot be illegally accessed, but neglect a subtle privacy issue during a user challenging the cloud server to request other users for data sharing. The challenged access request itself may reveal the user's privacy no matter whether or not it can obtain the data access permissions. In this paper, we propose a shared authority-based privacy-preserving authentication protocol to address above privacy issue for cloud computing. In the SAPA, shared access authority is achieved by anonymous access request matching mechanism with security and privacy considerations. Attribute-based access control is adapted to realize that the user can only access its own data fields. Proxy re-encryption is applied to provide data sharing among the multiple users. Meanwhile, universal composability model is established to prove that the SAPO theoretically has the design correctness. It indicates that the proposed protocol is attractive for multi-user collaborative cloud applications. First of all, the user have to register the system, and then the user will log into the system. Then the user select the data for transfer. This data is encrypted by the key, and then the data is transferred to the server. Then the client enters into the system. That is called as the user access. User authorization is very important. If a user is authorized means then only the data is transferred. The validation request is transferred to the TPA validation, that is the third party. The third party validation is very important for giving data to client. The TPA response is transferred to the server. The requested data is transferred to the user after the verification process by third party auditor, that is called as TPA. Then the client can decrypt the data that is received from the server. Let us see the demo. First of all, run home.java. Just click this image. Now enter the user ID. If you want to enter a new user means, then press the register button and then enter the name. Now press login. Now click show and then press next. Then click the browse button. Now the data input is selected. Then click extract. The data are extracted, and then select any one of the data and press show and then click next. Select the data and then click generate. Now the public key is generated. Then press the view selected files and then click next. Then click generate. The aggregate key is generated. Using this, the data is encrypted. And then press the access level. Then click create template. It is updated. Then press next. Now click the encrypt button. Now the three data are encrypted by using the aggregate key. Now the data are encrypted. Press OK and then run. Stored.java. Then click receive data and then press upload. Now the files are received. There are 3 files are received. Now press view data. Now the data are displayed. Then click next and then go to user side and run. For that, user access.java, right click that file and run. Enter the user ID and then enter the username. Then select the access level of data and then run the authenticate_user.java. Now press receive request. The server is now started and then press the send request. Now the request is sent to cloud server. Here the request is received and then click validate. Authorized user is find out by the server and then click next. Now press the get button. It will show the owner of the data and then select the user. Then go and run the tpa.java. Right click that file and run. Now press the receive request and then go to the server page and press send request. Now the request are received and then press validate. If it is validate means then it will show the message called access granted. Press OK and then the access is granted. Now click the reply button and then go to the server. Then press the start button and then run the and then press next. Then click the view files. Now the data are displayed to the user and select anyone and press download request and then go to server side and press transfer. Now the data is transferred to the client and then press next. Then click the retrieve button. Now the data is decrypted automatically and then click the graph.